Hi, guten Tag und willkommen. We're gonna start playing Call of Cthulhu and actually try to complete it. And this should go good, just mostly due to in case we have bad loading times again, we can just have Reeves edit that out. So, Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding cases able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who has killers. Oh. HP Lovecraft. I know we played the tutorial on stream, but it does have some level of context. Okay, actually make sure I have everything set correctly. Oh, I swear I just saw one of those things go runic. Yeah. Alrighty.
In my wake, pulled along, fate inescapably draws you on. What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Wait. It won't let me run. And if I remember correctly, I do need to run. Left shift. That is what I'm hitting.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
We hate
I
whiskey.
wonder why I still take these things.
The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore they'd put the end of the nightmares, but for a while now, their effects wearing off.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably will wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my head dreams. But they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Pierce. Sanity. Nightmares. Skills. Dark water. Places. My private detective agency. Alrighty. The lot. Oh, wait. Oh! Wait a minute. Really? He is a part of 77. Oh. I forgot about that detail. Yeah, the 77th. Damn. That is actually pretty intense. Yeah, no wonder the guy has PTSD. That was not a little event.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce? Private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Yay. Alright. A cult is always good to put points in. Strength, dialogue, investigation. And one more into.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce.
Alright.
Our files will soon be up to date. And
Oi, good.
on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Yeah.
I'm coming.
October 1924. Remember that one, chat. Wait, we're not alive, so I need to remember it's not chat.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Alright. Insults starting off strong.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I
Alright,
supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
All right, all right. Sorry, just fixing. Okay, there.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
Shipping label.
Rather thin.
Even though we read this out on stream, I'll still read it out now. Some of this is readable, but I can't make out parts of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah's Hawking mental instability. Press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They lived a recluse life with their only son, Simon. Alright, alright.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Let's find out more.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Something's not right with the story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mention Sarah's mental state.
It's conspiracy, I tell ya.
I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
I really don't like
Something's
this guy.
queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt...
Let's check our notes. Darkwater. Stephen Weber, a wealthy businessman well respected in the Boston area. Stephens Weber came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah. Hawkins' demand accepted neither refusal nor... Oh, wow. The music is loud. I'll turn that down in a second. He's ready to do anything. Charles. Yeah, one
Find
second. I'm
some
gonna quickly fix that, actually. Sound, music.
information on this island in there.
Alright. Yeah, that looks... I could also just... Alright, there. That should have turned up my... turning down the desktop a little bit. Okay, that should do it. Alrighty. Charles Hawkins. Charles Hawkins is a local celebrity of the Darkwater, the heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah during a trip to Paris. Ah, France. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island Darkwater. They had a son named Simon. Painter. Sarah Hawkins, painter known for the tortured artist universe. She was worshipped for the strange rarity of the public appearance. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Ah, she was contacted by Cthulhu. Her marriage Charles years ago surprised society colonists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party going chose to follow her husband and live in the recluse island Darkwater. Her disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and everybody heard. Okay, what about Simon, the only son? The occult. She's a voluntary over her peace. Others are how can you leave no any difference? Okay. Alrighty. Let's continue.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during
What
whale
book is
hunting
this?
times at the end of the 19th century.
I wonder
But
if
it
I
seems
have
to
a
have been
copy
shown
of the.
since then.
I know it's not a real place,
All I have
but
to
I'm
do
curious.
is go to the port. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences,
I already did
linguistics, archaeology. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Tales all his time.
I used to be an avid reader. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
The unit that was left behind by their commanding officers. I would heavily recommend anyone watching this stream to go listen to the song Lost Battalion by Sabaton. Sums up the event pretty well. It is a story to remember. Sad, very depressing though. Alright, let's do this shit. It's been 17 minutes. I can start swearing. Well, I'm not gonna just go crazy swearing. I'm just gonna. My normal vocab, okay? Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label, the address of the warehouse. Okay. I definitely smell conspiracy. Focus Home presents.
We're almost there.
As you can remember through the from the stream, we like this guy. I don't like this place. Alright, quick Google search. Is Darkwater a real place? directional. I guess that's good, actually.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Alrighty.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Now, y'all know me. I love lore, so let's start reading. Oh, we got a new skill. Oh. Wait, what else do I have? Okay. Places. The island of Darkwater. It seemed that the world has forgotten the very existence of the isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs, sharp reefs, and the only outlet to the sea. It is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up the supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of the activity. I think that the only venture on the island here is profitable by the Medical Institute. Oh, right. I think I read about this one actually in one of HP Lovecraft's books. Darkwater Port. At the entrance of the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shells of Gala, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job of the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up here to gnaw away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailors to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, a golden age of whale hunting is still but a distant memory. Okay.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now,
for Bradley.
please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in the.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no way
understand.
to
You're
treat
not
an
sailors.
omen.
Oh yeah. It's a sign.
He's
There's
gonna get us
something
in
coming.
trouble.
Something real
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Hey, be careful.
Yeah, we got the gangster's view. We're dead.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I like this guy.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy.
Okay.
The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Alrighty.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Hey, some cultures it's considered an insult not to accept a drink.
I think we'll get along well. Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse
No,
at
that
night.
ain't good.
Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
Oh, yeah, cult.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor?
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
What did he say?
He laughed.
My God. She will do it again, you know.
Oh,
The girl.
Liberty.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Cult.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
The true sirens of the
We
sea,
may not be
brothers.
pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Folk songs are really important. They remind us of the old days, of our roots.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of
That's
Darkwater
fair.
would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
What you looking at, stranger?
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Alright. We don't want to challenge her.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
So's the cap. Gotta keep an eye on them.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this
Clear
woman
on your
cat.
You can. Okay. You know me. I gotta take a look around first.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
The head.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Sheesh.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
'Tis a shame. Double mast. Yeah, nice little ship. Medical progressed.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Or that could be him.
What a macabre souvenir. What a macabre souvenir.
I think that's a leg. Can I jump? I can't jump. Alright, let's see what the boss has to say.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Oh. Not enough information for me to figure out where it is.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Well, of course.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Probably smart.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I can always confirm that one.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
Dialogue.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Usually, that would attract more. By putting it back in the water, it might attract more attention.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it.
Called
if
it.
you're
Was one
interested.
leg. Called it. All right.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
You have no right to treat us like
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Yeah, I don't like her.
we're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Oh, already? Alright, deep water. Royd, prohibited strategy, stranded whaler. Yeah, usually bartenders know more stuff than they let on. Alrighty. Yeah. Expected, it's less than you expect to arrive on an island. Wait, why is this under the occult? Alrighty, let's do this.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
The Navigator.
St. Brendan. Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's
foreboding.
shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Fair enough.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Come on, you could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hit them. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
No, Officer Bradley.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Oh, might as well try.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Now, if I remember correctly, either we can bribe him or go around. Oh, just because we're almost to an hour, let's take this on the easy road.
Well, look who's back. Did you miss us?
Missed you guys very much.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
Booze.
There's only one thing that'll get us to move. For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
I'll be back.
Take your time. We're going nowhere.
No. Should be a ball over here somewhere. Now, yes, we did play until chapter 2 or 3 in stream.
It's no use.
Oh yeah,
the padlock won't give.
Yeah, I broke that. But so I'm just gonna try to get to the next chapter, so we can start the actual recording after. Well, when I say after, I mean like during the weekday.
What can I get you?
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Choice is yours. Everything's on sale.
How much for a bottle of whiskey?
$5.
That's
I
not
guess
bad.
I'm not desperate.
I'm not judging you.
That'll be all for now.
$5. Oh, actually, that is a tad expensive if you think about inflation. But hey, I'm not.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters!
What could have done so much damage?
You can't.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters!
You shysters, you're crazy. Americans.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you.
Alright,
Follow me.
let's have some fun.
Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No,
look like a perfect place to hide, like during a running mission. Broken ladders. Wow, that was rather quiet.
Let's see.
No one inside.
Perfect. Oh, this place stinks.
Alrighty. Might want to also upgrade our lockpicking. Actually,
what is the connection between... between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? What happened here?
whatever happened really fucked with this guy's hand.
Whoever hid it here seems to worship Sarah Hawkins. What just happened? Did I imagine?
Did we miss anything?
It smells as bad as it looks.
Alright, let's go over our stuff quickly. Validating. Alrighty. The occult. Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of dark water? Visibly, there are other gods before Saint Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of the opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but marks of still made of the cult. Alrighty, chapter 2. Companies seen. Alright.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there?
Booga
You,
booga.
don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Let's see him up. Hey, buddy.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
Let me guess. It was in the Hawkins mansion.
Precisely. You can still see the burn marks. There's no doubt about it. I must admit that you seem fairly competent. But I can't allow you to stay here.
I've seen enough. It's the Hawkins mansion that interests me now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail. I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Oof. Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
I don't like her at all.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Alrighty, that we're gonna call it there, and well, I'll see you all next. Actually, I'll actually do a proper send off. Please subscribe so we can actually continue playing together. And well, I honestly hope that we can continue this series. Episode 2, we'll go into Chapter 3 and get more into the mysteries. And hopefully I'll be able to upload this soon, and by the time this is uploaded, I should have started recording the second episode, which would be Chapter 3 and maybe even 4, depending on how quickly I can get through it. And though now we're starting to get into the territory of where we had yet to play, I'll actually start being a little more meticulous when it comes to the lore and hunting stuff down. The only reason we kind of sped through this one is because we already played this one on stream, which is my second point. If you all want to come see me play live, come on down to Twitch, or come over to Twitch, whatever you want to say, depending where you're from. We do a lot of live games with the crew. I'll do solo, or even with the group of my friends. Reeps, Thor, Joel, and well, we'll hopefully see you all there. Remember to like and subscribe, and we even got merch, and a new sponsorship should be coming out soon. So, see you all there.